Greetings and welcome back to the Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead with myself and of course Isdar. As it happens, there is enough metal here for us to make a tank. However, we really don't have the capacity to carry another tank, which is a bit bad, and our feet is slowly going numb. That is the worst part. We have got very cold feet. Minus 31. We so badly need some woolen socks. Unfortunately, we do not have any. So, I'm sorry, Sparkles. I was going to spend the night, but we need to get out of here quickly. We need to get back to our own home, where it's nice and warm, and our feet aren't going to freeze off. Because that, honestly, pretty ungood outcome would be us going on a raid and coming back with horrible frostbite and various gangrenous wounds. Let's not have that happen, shall we? Let's go around that plant. Apparently, we can go over some plants, but that one, no. Let's go this way. Ooh. What have we got here? It's just a paper. Fair enough. How far away are we? We're not actually that far away. That's very, very good. Let's go up through here. Let's try and avoid as many of the trees as we can. It must have a pretty nice moon at the moment for us to be able to see so clearly at night. Let's see, we're really close to home now. I very much want to get in, get near a fire, so that our feet warm up a little bit. Here we are. Is this home? Yes, this is home. We are home. Fantastic. Success. We have returned victorious from our expedition. Let's close that right away. We need a 2x4. Then we need to sit down by that bloody armchair for a while. We'll take you. Let's drop you off. In fact, I really do need to go bring Colin back down here. Colin, you're going to be a pain, aren't you? Right, we're going to bring you down here, Colin. You're going to stop there for a moment whilst I light this fire and sit. Rough times, I'm telling you now. Right, we want tea. There must be some tea in here. Dandelion tea, there we go. I would like that very much. In my inventory right now. Let's drink that. Can I? No? Oh yes, that's eat. We want to eat it. No? There we go. We need to drink some dandelion tea after such a crazy adventure. And then eat some lasagna as well. We might even just go to sleep next to this fire. But let's have a quick look at some of the things we can make. Now, first let's actually type in Survivor. Are there any Survivor things we can make? Knife, Survival Knife, Survivor Naginata, Machete, 6-shooter, Mess Kit, Runner Pack, Marker, Utility Belt. Custom built leather utility belt covered with straps and pouches containing many useful hand tools and a sheath to carry a knife. Durable and carefully crafted to be comfortable to wear. Activate to sheath, draw a weapon. Lays easily. Where is it worn? Worn around the waist. So, layer waist, the torso. Piece of clothing is large enough to accommodate mutated anatomy. Bash and cut, protection of 9. Wow, okay. Storage of only 2. But we would need a survival belt, a wood saw, and a hacksaw to be able to make it. The marker we don't want. The runner pack. Durable and carefully crafted to hold as much stuff as possible. Has no encumberment. All we need is... well, we can make that right now, actually. The mess kit. Disassembly inside might yield 1 pot, 1 oil lamp off, 1 pilot light, 3 scraps of metal, 50 duct tape. A homemade mess kit containing everything you might need for creating post-apocalyptic cuisine. Powered by lamp oil burner, it is composed of simple yet durable tools and materials. That actually might not be too bad. Survivor 6-shooter. A homemade 6-shooter revolver, while it's not as good as the pre-Cataclysm manufactured weapons, it's a decent piece of work, all things considered. The machete, though, now this is really what's going to grab our attention. This common gardening tool has been customized and rebalanced to improve its performance as a weapon. Brutal strike, precise strike, rapid strike, and parry. My lord. I mean, that is truly awesome. We need a soldering iron, which is fine. We can easily make that. The Naginata. This sturdy steel shaft with a sword blade at its end is good for both slashing and stabbing. Impaling strike, rapid strike, parry, wide strike. I imagine wide strike would help hit multiple enemies. PS24 bash 2. No, we'd probably go with the machete, honestly. That is definitely something for us to look into. But let's take that out and actually look at food. Now, there should be all sorts of things we can make. We can make salt. We would use 8 salt water, and we would get 8 salt. But most things that want salt or salt water don't actually require that much. I think when it comes to salt water or... Oh, there's 1 salt water or 1 salt. Let's check back down on that. It would take 8 salt water to make 8 salt. I mean, that balances out perfectly then. It's no better to have one or the other. How about seasoned salt? I wonder if we can make seasoned salt. And if we did, that actually might be better overall. Yeah, we'd use 8 salt water to make 8 portions of salt. I think we'll just keep the salt water, honestly. And that's one thing we should do right now. We are going to move the saltwater tank from Colin to this tile. There we go. That should be good enough for us for a long time. We should probably do the same for ammonia. And honestly, bleach. We could even start filling up one thing with just clean water, but I'm not sure there's really that much of a point in that. We don't need to leave those there. Let's pick those up. Yeah, actually, I wouldn't mind making another tank, so let's go ahead and make a tank. Was that a small metal tank I made, or was it a large tank? A metal tank. Let's go and find metal tank then. We can probably make one. There we are. Yes, go ahead. You can't see to craft. Ah, down and blast. Well, let's go ahead and just do some cooking for now then. Fried dandelions, meat jerky, caramel, pine needle tea. This is probably quite healthy. Broth we can make. We've got canned tomato, clean water, 15 Italian seasoning. So we'd probably go with the canned tomato, honestly. Johnny cake, cooked buckwheat, pine nuts. Nutrition 5, tasty crunchy nuts from a pine cone. Nah. Protein drink, we can make that. Nachos with meat. Salted corn chips, now with meat. Could probably use some cheese though. This food is perishable and will eventually rot. I don't think we want to add any cheese to that. Just going to say that now. We probably don't. Let's go ahead. Well, we want to use up this meat really, but let's go ahead and just make a bunch of meat jerky. Just so that we've got it stored. Shouldn't take us too long. There we go. We're going to get pretty tired before long though. There we are. Let's drop off the meat jerky in here. We really don't need to be carrying that around. We've got quite a lot there. Now we should be able to go and make the tank that we want. We'll use the welder. No room in my inventory for the tank. That is perfectly fine. I will move it by doing this. And, oh, no, apparently I won't. Apparently that I was mistaken. I'm not going to be doing that. You know what? Let me just drop my machete then, and then pick this up. I can't carry it very easily, but I definitely can move it around. The problem is, how on earth am I going to pour the ammonia into this? Let's have a look. Actually, my volume is fine, because I'm wielding the metal tank. Don't ask. It doesn't make much sense, I know. Okay, well, let's unload all of our ammonia. So TU into the metal tank. So TU metal tank. There we are. We'll just drop the empty bottles onto this counter for now. Empty gallon jugs, rather. Grab some more ammonia, of which we have an enormous amount. Oops. I-T-U. Oh, it's capital U. There we are. This game does really like its distinctions between uppercase and lowercase, which, to be fair, is actually really important. Right, this is going to be really heavy. We're overburdened. There we go. Drop off the gallon jug, and then drop the metal tank. So all of our ammonia is now in one large metal tank, and we've got a lot of spare gallon jugs. That's actually really quite useful. Really useful. I'm really not liking all of these raw pelts, though. You know what? Let's see if we can't do something with that. We can cure the pelts, 2 salt water or 1 salt. Ah. So there it actually matters. There's 1 salt, and we'd get 8 of that for salt water. Okay. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. We're going to need another 2x4. I should actually make a small wood pile or something near here. Just so I don't have to do this all the time. Right, so we want to make some salt. Just double checking. 8 salt water gives me 8 portions of salt. Seems alright to me. Let's go ahead and make 20. That's probably going to take me a while. Well, you know, we need to do this sometimes. I should really get some sleep. Yes, I probably should. This is going to spam. Oh, no. Started scratching my head. Damn it. You can no longer make this craft. Oh, you scallywag, you. Let's get back over here, then. Don't worry. We will go to sleep soon. Isda. Don't you worry yourself. Ideally, if we actually become really stupidly tired, then at least we're going to sleep at roughly... you waited for the fire to go out again, didn't you? You know what? I'm going to take 2 this time. I've had it with your shenanigans. Each time we're going to sit in this armchair, because, you know, Isdar isn't going to just stand there looking at the fire when he could be sat in a nice comfy armchair. Scallywag. It's taken a remarkably long time to make these. Ye gods. You start scratching. You know what? At least that happened before the fire went out. We've gone through an entire day without sleeping. Well done, is that? Come on. Scratching at our body parts. Does it really need to take this long? My lord. Oh. Fine. You know what? You win, Isdar. I'll let you go to sleep. Actually, let's go and sleep in the bed. We'll come back and we'll continue this later on. I don't know. Some days, all you want to do is make a huge batch of salt. Did I wake up scratching my... Oh. Go back to sleep. You know what I'm thinking? In the next episode, we're going to start it off by trying to cut parts out of his da. Only the bad parts, you understand. Not the good ones. We need tea. Actually, quite badly need tea. Do we have any drinks? Okay, well, you know what? Fine. Let's go down to the food. We'll take chocolate drink. Oops, that's not really where I want to put it, but I'll leave it there for now. Pilsner. And a root beer. 2 root beers. 3 root beers. Some aspic as well. Now, I'll move all of this across. Aha! Right. Have some pilsner. There you are. Yeah, you're pretty happy now. Now have some more root beers. I know, I probably shouldn't just be drinking like this, but... Damn it. We're hungry. Let's gobble down some aspic and some chocolate drink. That is probably the most foul-tasting slurry of items that I could have forced Isdar to consume. I do apologize, Isdar. But when needs must... Ah, I forgot to close the door to the bedroom too. Okay, you've woken up. Scratching your arm. We'll close the door and go back to sleep. You need your sleep. It's snowing outside as well. So you need to be warmed in your down blanket covered bed. Right, you're no longer tired. Oh, happy days. Right, close all these doors. We must stop leaving all the doors open in our home. Letting all the heat move around. Right, we would like... We're going to take 3 2x4s this time. Because I really do want to get this finished before I try and work on anything else. Otherwise, I'll just waste all the process. All of the time that I've spent on it. I knew that was coming. I knew it. Absolutely knew it. It would say that I had finished... sorry, that I'd failed after it had gone dark. Though, in this case, it's not as much of an issue because the fire will light everything up for me. Really, all of this scratching is really starting to get terribly, terribly bad. I should perhaps have made less salt, I feel that maybe I did something a little bit silly. You know what? Let's drink some clean water because we're actually getting remarkably dehydrated. There we go. Yes, consume some more. Right, we'll drop off the gallon jug of water. Who would have thought that it would be this hard just to get a bit of... make a little bit of salt. My goodness. We do want some food, though. Let's go back down to the food section and find what we can eat. We could eat some more... Oh, no, don't want the buckwheat. There, okay. That's new. Also, let's grab all the fruit lather and we'll eat some of that. So we'll eat the aspic first. There you go. Go through the fruit lather. My lord, Isdar, how can you eat so much in one go without your stomach literally exploding? There, you should have nothing to complain about at this point. Well, other than the fact that I've just made you eat the same thing a million times. I mean, that's probably not particularly fun, I must confess. But if we can just get this made without the constant interruptions, I would be happy. Feels like that's all we've been trying to do for the last 2 days. You know what? We're going to have to play this game a little bit more cleverly. Is that you and I, we're being stubborn. Or rather, I'm being stubborn and I'm making out that you're also being stubborn. It's not. What we need to do is we need to make less of that. Clearly, we need to make a lot less. It takes 1 hour and 30 minutes to make that. If I try to make a batch, it takes 7 hours and 47 minutes. I've clearly used that much time, easily. So 1 hour and 30 minutes, 2 hours and 14. We'll make 5. Come on. 3 hours of uninterrupted scratching. Sorry, of 3 hours of time uninterrupted by scratching is what I mean to say. There we go. Finally. Too simple to take our cooking beyond 4. That's fine. Let's do that again. And light it. And this time, let's be a little bit braver and make a lot more salt. So, batch. We had 5 salt there. Let's go for a 4-hour burn. No, let's go for a 5-hour burn. No. Game says no. You were being cheeky when you asked for 3 hours. Not going to give you 5. Damn game. Let's see. Come on. Come on, Isdar. Luck be with us. It is now too dark to continue this craft. There we go. Well done, Isdar. Now, can we finally cure? Cured hide, cured pelt. Salt water. Or 1 salt, 1 cured pelt. No, we'll just go ahead and we'll do all of these at the same time. You cannot see to craft, of course. Well, on the plus side, Isdar hasn't been slowly freezing his feet off because he's just been sat around the fire, being frustrated with it. You know, there's certain advantage to that, I feel. Now, I hope I'm trying to make the cured pelts, not make more salt. I have a funny feeling that by telling it to repeat the last craft, it's not going to be intelligent enough to realize that I meant the last craft I tried to make and not the last craft that I successfully made. Well, you know, it actually worked, so there's certainly something for that. But we are going to have these cured pelts before this episode is out. Ooh. We would need 1 cured pelt. Okay, that's interesting. We could actually have a tan fur pelt. A treated animal pelt, which is undergoing the chemical process required to become fur. You'll be able to activate it to unroll and make use of it when it's done. It will be done in 2 days. Oh, actually, no. We want to make cured pelts, and we want to make it from those pelts we have there. That will just go off if we don't do this soon. So let's get this done. And then we'll set up the tanning next. We'll use the salt. There we are. Fantastic. We'll place the... actually... What is required to do that? Clean water. Or water. Handfuls of acorns. 6 pine boughs. 1 salt, 1 tallow, 1 cured pelt. You know what? Okay, let's open that up and do that. Oh, really? Ah, fire's gone out. Okay, we'll quickly set this up. Then, Isdar doesn't have to worry about this kind of nonsense for a little while. Can I do it all? No, I can only do it for 1. That's a shame. But it looks like I might only have 1 tallow. Okay, well, we'll get 1 of them done then. We'll use the water from outside, which is why I've opened the door there. Is so that I'll be given the option to just use water from outside. We'll use the pine bow. We use salt. And the cured pelt from nearby. There we are. I'll drop the tanning fur pelt there. And drop the cured pelt for there. Looks like we've actually got some cured pelts over here as well. That's interesting. But on that note, Isdar is dehydrated again. He's hungry. He wants to sleep. And in this state, he might accidentally drink the bleach. So let's quickly get him. Wow, look at the amount of salt we've got. Let's quickly drink as much as we need to stop being really thirsty. Also, eat some fruit lather. And hopefully not eat the salt. Okay, are we there? Yes, finally! My lord, that took a long time. I'm thinking, however, of moving the ammonia up with the salt water right there. Simply because I think it won't really matter too much to me if they're both in the same tile. There we go. I can quickly have a look over there now. We've got very little salt water left. And a huge amount of ammonia. I'm pretty happy with that. Really happy, in fact. You know what? I'll probably leave the salt here. I could just put it in to Colin, come to think of it. It probably doesn't take up much room. Yeah, let's drop it off in Colin. There we are. And Isdar's off to go to sleep. When you return, we will probably be looking at making some survival gear and then heading back out. I still want to check out what we can find over here. The liquor store and the small power substation. The small power substation specifically is something I'm interested in. Maybe we could also play around with the wasp nest a little bit. I'm not sure. I'm fairly sure I've explored that gun shop though. But that's all for the next episode. I do hope you've enjoyed this one, and I hope you'll be joining me for the next. But until then, and as always, do take care.